you want to share, like you gain admission to a university,
Yeah.
they say bring your credentials.
Yes.
You can stay at home, you don't need to travel, you just send your credentials. Like people going to Canada, going to the UK to study, there's a Western Education Service that will normally request candidates to come to WAEC to get their confirmation of results.
Yeah.
It will be sent to them by courier. You have to pay for all these services.
I'm pretty much already getting excited about this beautiful.
This is what you see. The share section on WAEC website has already solved this WES problem that we are having. You see, in this video that I'm currently going to do, you're going to see how to send WES your WAEC. Like, instead of transporting yourself to that place, taking all the risks, transporting yourself to the WAEC office and asking them to mail your WAEC to WES, the traditional way, the normal way we do it, right? In order to evaluate your WES, there will be no need. All you need to do is share your WAEC from the WAEC website, right, to WES, which is what they've all pretty much covered in what he's saying here. He has covered everything. So all those sweat, all those struggles, because I did mine in the traditional mailing way. I did mine. I went to the struggle. I sent someone to do that for me. Scratch the WAEC scratch card, put it into the envelope that contains your already colored photocopy of WAEC, and give the WAEC body to mail it. It will take days before it gets to WES, and WES eventually evaluates it and all that. So this has pretty much reduced the stress. This has reduced the cost as well. So you can see. So people that are still mailing their WES, I'm like, have you watched this? Have you watched this?
Now, we are responding to the genesis of the society. Yeah. Universities are finding it difficult confirming the results of candidates. They admit students, they give them fake results. They have to resort to to be able to
cover everything. This is why some educational evaluating bodies do not trust, and this is why again some universities do not trust a certificate, because they do not believe that we have passed through some kind of authenticating body in the country for it to be termed as an original certificate. So WAEC has pretty much done its job in making our certificate authenticated by them. WES, you can see their feedback to show their authenticity about the WAEC body. So if you're new here, I do a lot of talk on interesting topics like document authentication processes, Web2 transactions, and the rest. You can check out my playlist. For returning subscribers, come back here, what's up? It's the JJ. Let's get into how to share your WAEC certificate with any organization or institution. Sharing your WAEC certificate to anyone, all you have to do is come over to the website here. The link is in the description box below. You click that link, it brings you all the way here. You just close this and you log in. If you don't know how to log in, you have to create an account first before you log in. You check out my video I did on how to recover your exam number. It will show you the process I used in creating an account before coming all the way here to log in. So we are going to just click on login. So once you are logged in, your dashboard will look like this, and you just click the share button. As you can see, this talks about certificate sharing. We have share your certificate to an individual, or you request confirmation to share your certificate from an institution or an organization. So if you're sharing your certificate to an individual, all you need to do is click here. You select the certificate you'd like to share. As for me here, I do not have one because I already have my WAEC certificate. But you that have already gone through the process of accessing your certificate, you will have it on this dashboard, and you'll be able to select these options for you to choose your WAEC certificate, and your certificate will automatically show up here. So don't worry, you choose yours and you send it to the receiver's email, the person you are sharing it with. Person's email will be here, and you click on share certificate. That's exactly how to do it. There'll be a prompt that show you the amount you need to pay, and once you pay, your document is going to be automatically shared to that individual. Sharing your certificate to an organization or an institution, let's say for example WES. About WES, I saw this post that was made a year ago on the WAEC Twitter page on how to share your WAEC. It said to share your WAEC certificate with WES and other institutions, simply follow these steps. Contact the institution and request their email address. Navigate to the digital certificate platform. So we are exactly at the request confirmation menu here, and it goes on to say follow the prompts to submit your certificate. So these are the prompts you follow to submit your certificate for request confirmation. You just click on this. See, these are the prompts. Please fill in the information below for certificate sharing. Select the certificate you'd like to share. Like I said, if you've accessed yours online here, you just click this option and yours will come up here, your WAEC certificate, and you accept that, and you come over here to select the institution you'd like to send it to. In this case, we are using WES as the institution we want to send it to, and you just come over here. You just come over here and choose WES. If WES is not showing up, you toggle the switch, right, for you to be able to enter WES and WES's email and the country. Yeah, at this point right now, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel so you can see more helpful videos. Canada, you include West Canada. If it's West America, include West America. If it's West New Zealand, include West New Zealand here. Then the institution's address, you get the institution's address in what I'm going to show you right now. This, of course, is not going to be completely off head. I'm just explaining. I'm not done explaining yet. So additional information, enter additional information. First of all, before requesting to send your or share your WAEC to WES, you'd have to go over WES's website to check their required documents of what they'll be needing from you as a candidate to share your WAEC certificates to them, right? And you want to, be so keen here in what I'm explaining, because this is not for every person. This share right here is not for every exam year. It's not for all exam year. It's okay. So let me explain further. So once you are here and you want to go with the right way WES says you should share your certificate, you come over to WES's website. Let's go over to see the requirements. Now this is the requirement checklist on WES's website for people that want to share their WAEC certificate from WAEC portal right to WES's portal. So number 1 shows the examination results steps. Official statement of examination results, including all subject grades, issued by the West African Examination Council, of course WAEC, and this is what you need if you graduated in 1999 or after. Please visit the WAEC. We just came out from there, WAEC certificate webpage, and follow the steps for sharing your document with WES. Click on the request for confirmation button and share your documents with submit@wes.org. First step, if you are 1999 or after, 1999 or after is 1999, 2000, 2001. That was your exam year for WAEC. Yeah, you're good. You come over to the request for confirmation button on WAEC website and share with submit@wes.org, and you come over here and you input that email we just saw. That is WES's email. After you've included WES's full organization name here, you go over here, include that submit@wes.org. I'm just going to type it on your screen so you know how it is. So next is select the country, whichever country of WES evaluation you are going under on WES. So another memo, if you graduated prior to 1999, please check the West African Examination Council to send your document directly to WES in a sealed envelope that is signed or stamped across the back flap by an appropriate WAEC official. So if you are born prior to 1999, that's before 1999, let's say 1998, 1997, 99, all those years, if you wrote your WAEC exam prior to 1999, you are not going to use this step. And you cannot even use it because you would not find your WAEC certificate on the WAEC exam portal. If you check my previous video, you know it's only available for 1999 to the current years. Yeah, so what you do is just to use the normal traditional mailing system that everyone has been using for WES while sending their WAEC, which means you have to go to the WAEC exam office. You see, the site link is not here, meaning that you have to go to the office itself, the physical office, to send your document directly to WES, right? The traditional mailing system is what I did before this new digital method came out. What I did was that I sent someone to WAEC office in Lagos, and the person gave WAEC my colored photocopy in a brown envelope along with a WAEC scratch card that is scratched, right, and he put it inside, and WAEC had to still sign and stamp across the back, and we paid them, to mail it to them. So the cost of going there, the cost of paying for them to send it there, and the stress of waiting is what I came across, right, while trying to mail my own WAEC results to WES through WAEC office in Lagos. So this step is just for people that did their WAEC exam prior to 1999, right? So if your exam was 1998, 1997 and above, this is what you're going to do. If you know that your exam doesn't fall within this period, just focus on what you were told to do in the first step. So it goes on to say WES only accepts academic documents issued and sent via the established digital transmission method for graduates in 1999 and after, still emphasizing on the first steps, right? Documents sent through any other method are not accepted. So it's still laying emphasis, serious emphasis on this first step, meaning that it has changed. If you were sending, even if you didn't know about this new news, even if you didn't know about WAEC making certificate digitized and making it easy to be able to send to WES, even if you had yours done before, it's still telling you again, right? And it's telling people that have not done it that, look, now they only accept academic documents issued and sent via the established digital transmission method, right? And this is for just WAEC alone. This is WAEC alone, just for WAEC. So please note, you do not need to enter the WES address in the institution address field. Instead, use the institution address field to enter. Let's check what it says. Please use the institution address field to enter your WES reference number. General inquiries or attachment of any kind are not acceptable at this email address. For customer service inquiries, please contact us. So, still about the 1999 and after. So if your exam year was in 1999 and after, over here at the WAEC portal, still trying to send your results. Let's go. Over here at the WAEC portal, you just enter WES reference number under this institution address. Do not look for WES address. Either West Canada, New Zealand, or West America you are sending your WAEC to. Do not look for WES address and start trying to impute it here. No, just impute the reference number. You've already created a WES account. You made payment, right? And you're about to evaluate your credentials on WES. Just include the reference number they give you in this address. Do not look for WES physical address and start adding it here. Just to make the evaluation easy and the sharing easy, right? So let's go on. Now about the e-pin information, I think this just still draws emphasis to prior to 1999 exam year. For graduates prior to 1999 only, please obtain a WAEC e-pin and complete the WES Nigeria e-pin/token information form. So this is just an information form that contains the WAEC scratch card you get, so that they can be able to evaluate it and know that it's really from WAEC, that your WAEC certificate is really from WAEC. Don't need, the scratch card. Just like you check your WAEC with the WAEC results checker pin, the one you buy, they would need that same pin. It's called an e-pin. Yeah, include it in the form, the pin and the serial number, all what they need to know in that form basically, and you can upload a clear and legible copy of the completed form in your WES account. Yeah, after filling this form, for these individuals prior to 1999 WAEC individuals, after filling this form, right, you upload it on your WES account. There's a section when you're trying to evaluate, when you're trying to submit credentials for evaluation, there's a section on your WES account. You upload this right here. At that time, this digitization of WAEC and partnership with WES had not come out. At that time, what I did, that time they were selling the scratch card, so I scratched the scratch card for WES that is getting it to see it, put it into the envelope and all that, and still I came here to include the same scratch card pin details in this form and still submitted it to WES. So I just wanted to not have any problem or hear any stories. That's what I did. So that would not be necessary. You just have to include the details of the pin here. So I'm just saying. So, and it says you must include your WES reference number on the information form. Please verify that all the information on the form is accurate before submitting. Yes, you would also include your WES reference number on this form. This is just referring to prior to 1999 exam, WAEC exam candidates only. So if you didn't write your exam in this period, do not bother to read this even. Please note, you do not need to send a WAEC e-pin if you send your WAEC document electronically. Still an emphasis for everyone, you do not need to send a WAEC e-pin if you send your WAEC documents electronically. On your WAEC dashboard here, adhere to everything WES told you to do, and you come over here and you click share certificate. The prior to 1999 have this traditional mailing system to deal with. Candidates with the 1999 or after WAEC exam year, you don't have any business with going to the WAEC office, and you don't have any business with the scratch card. Candidates prior to 1999 have so much business with the scratch card, the e-token form, and they have to do with going all the way to the WAEC office, to send their credentials over to WES. If you like the quality of this content, please like, share to those who need it, and turn on notification to be notified on my next video that is going to be as educative as this. And if you like to support my channel, guys, you can check out the description box below and leave a little something there. You can as well choose whatever denomination applies to you in the description link. I create research-backed reviews, lifestyle tips, and eureka moments to help you solve everyday challenges. So your support goes towards creating these helpful guides, product reviews, and in-depth research, so you have those aha moments. And at the end of the day, your support really means the world to me and keeps this channel going, making a real life difference. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. I appreciate you guys. At this point right now, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. So you need to authenticate your document, write IELTS, do the WES transfer of results. I have a lot of details. You can go through my document authentication processes and you might see any one of those videos you are looking for. Till I come your way next time with another one. Mr. JJ. Peace.